So the child in us is both our salvation and our downfall. Why? Because spiritual progress is only made by faith and trust. In fact, we don't know anything except by faith and trust. So faith and trust is intrinsic to the human mentality. It arises in children. The human mind, because it can't tell essence from perception, is extremely naive and innocent and vulnerable, therefore, to falsehood and to error. Faith and trust are the basics by which all spiritual progress is made. Now, that's the problem. That's the wonderful thing. That's also the downside. The downside why nobody gets enlightened is because it is innocent and naive. It can't tell truth from falsehood, and it buys falsehood because of its basic innocence. Without that basic capacity for trust and faith, spiritual progress is not possible. So, first of all, it's a requirement. On the other hand, it has faith and trust in illusion with the same tenacity it does in truth. So the mind unaided is unable to discern truth from falsehood. The human mind, unaided. Anybody doubt that? The Buddha's not here today. Okay. Therefore, all the great teachers have said there's only one human error, and that is ignorance. The ignorance, unfortunately, is inborn. It's intrinsic to the human condition. So we're here, to transcend what is an intrinsic, on the one hand, defect, and on the other hand, it's the road to enlightenment. There are 10,000 ways to God, as I said, and we've covered quite a few of them. For any of them to work, you have to have faith and confidence and trust. Faith, confidence, and trust in today's world has been ravaged. It's a wonder to me that anybody is still capable of faith and trust, seeing as the fallacy that goes on in the media, just ordinary media, just the ordinary media. Let's see. The newspaper I have in mind, I can calibrate the editorial pages. It's over 190, 195. New York Times editorial page is currently calibrated 190. So, as much as truth starts at 200, what hope is there for mankind? I don't know. What hope is there for mankind? Surrounded by fallacy, the human mind unaided is unable to discern truth from falsehood. And then, of course, within that is the innocence of the child that has a provisional faith and trust in everything as it crosses their vision. Faith and trust. It's the faith and trust that grows out of the child's dependence on the parent. Therefore, it is contextualized as necessary for survival. You have to have faith and trust. So, you see the tremendous importance of being able to discern truth from falsehood. So the gift I was given, unasked, was suddenly out of nothing seeing it. Suddenly out of nothing seeing for the first time the discernment of truth to falsehood in all of human history. Wow. What a responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Gee, I could see what's going to happen to the rest of my life, because you can't exactly just ignore that. Dedicated to demonstrating it, calibrating it, explaining it, documenting it, and then doing it thousands of times, and then sharing it with everyone for the long-term benefit.